Little Jesus and the Whispering Trees. Once upon a time, in a charming village surrounded by green hills, there stood a grove of beautiful trees. These trees were loved by everyone for their cool shade, yummy fruits, and the singing birds that lived in their branches. Every day, children played under the trees, and the villagers rested in their shade. Among the children was little Jesus, who loved spending time near the trees, listening to the rustling leaves and the birds' songs. One day, little Jesus noticed something strange. The trees looked sad. Their leaves were withered, and their flowers looked pale and droopy. Little Jesus felt worried for his tree friends. "I have never seen the trees like this," little Jesus said to his friends. "Something must be wrong." Determined to find out what was happening, little Jesus walked up to the biggest tree in the grove. He hugged its sturdy trunk tightly. "What's the matter, dear tree?" little Jesus whispered. "Why are you so sad?" To his surprise, the tree whispered back, "We are thirsty." It sighed. The nearby pond, which gives us water, has not been cared for by the people. Without water, we cannot live. Little Jesus listened closely, his heart aching for the trees. He knew he had to act quickly to save his friends. "Do not worry," little Jesus said softly, "I will help you." He turned to his friends and explained what the tree had told him. The trees need more water, but the pond they rely on is dry and messy. We must do something to help. The children nodded eagerly, ready to help. They ran to the village square and called out to the villagers. "The trees need our help," little Jesus explained. "The pond that gives them water is dry and messy. We need to clean it and bring water to the trees." The villagers gathered around, listening to little Jesus. They loved their trees and knew how important they were to the village. "What can we do?" asked one of the villagers. "We can clean the pond and take turns bringing water to the trees," little Jesus suggested. "If we all help, we can save the trees." The villagers agreed happily. Some villagers cleaned the pond, taking out the dirt and leaves, while others started bringing water to the grove. Everyone helped, even the children, who carried small buckets and jugs of water from the village well to the trees. As little Jesus cleaned, he found a small turtle tangled in a plastic bag. Little Jesus gently freed the turtle and placed it back in the water. The turtle swam away happily, and little Jesus felt a sense of accomplishment. Little Jesus spots a little log of wood stopping the waterway and, with great effort, removes it, restoring the water flow to the trees in the grove. The villagers worked together, making sure the trees got enough water. Slowly, the trees began to feel better. Their leaves turned green and bright, and their branches stood tall. The flowers bloomed beautifully, and the birds returned, singing happily. The children could play again in the cool shade of the trees. The villagers gathered under the now happy trees. They celebrated with music, dancing, and yummy fruits. Little Jesus stood among them, his heart filled with joy. He listened once more to the trees, and they whispered their thanks. "Thank you, little Jesus," they sighed. "Thank you for listening and saving us." The villagers praised little Jesus for his kindness and wisdom. "You taught us the importance of listening to nature and working together," they said. From that day on, the villagers made sure to take care of their beloved trees, watering them regularly and appreciating all the gifts they gave. Moral of the story: the whispering trees teaches us the importance of listening to nature and working together to care for the world around us. Little Jesus' kindness and wisdom show us how important it is to pay attention to the needs of our environment and to help protect and care for it.